Hello everyone, welcome back. So we will going to study about today's session preparation of discrete frequency distribution table for numerical data. As we have studied about preparation of discrete frequency distribution table for textual data in the previous class. Okay, let us see with the examples first. Okay, in a survey, in a survey In a survey of 40 families in a certain locality, the number of children per family was recorded and the following data were obtained. Okay, there were totally how many families? 40 families, and there per family the number of children were recorded. So first family is having one children, second family is having no children, third family is having three children, fourth family is having two children, fifth family is having one children. Like that there were 40 families and respective children's per family was given. So represent the data in the form of a discrete frequency distribution table. So what we have to do now? So as we know in the previous class, first we have to create three columns. First is for the number of children, second is the tally marks, third one is the frequency. Before we could start preparing the discrete frequency distribution table, what we have to do, we need to find it out which is the minimum value from the data and maximum value from the data. As we saw, 0 is the minimum and maximum is the 6. So 0 number of children and this maximum is 6 number of children per family. So that we will put it in the first column as number of childrens, as we will take it as x. So this is discrete, right? 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then we'll put a tally marks respective in second column, third column in the frequency column, as we will going to convert the tally marks into the frequencies, okay, numbers. Okay, so now we will start with the example. So 0, see in the data how many times it is repeated? 3 times. You can count it: 0 0 1 times, 0 2 times, 0 3 times. So we will put 3 tallies in the second column, that is tally marks column. Then we'll convert that 3 tallies into numbers, that is 3, that is frequency is 3. So this means what? 3 families having 0 childrens. Got it everyone? Last column is for the families and the first column is for the childrens. So getting the ideas? So this kind of raw data, it doesn't give any meaning. When you put it in a tabular form, in a frequency distribution form, it is giving some sense, right? Meaningful sense. So then see, 1 is repeated how many times? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So what we will do? Writing 7. So first we will put 4 lines and one cross mark, that will count to 5 tallies, and give some space and put 2 lines. So total it will become 7 tallies, and convert that respective 7 tallies into frequencies, 7 frequencies. So this means 7 families having one children. So like that, 2 3 4 5 6. So 10, you can see 10 is the maximum number. So see, 2 is how many repeated? 10 times. So that means so 10 families are having 2 children per family. So finally total will be how much? 40. So your total should come 40. If it doesn't come for 40, you may have done some mistakes. You know, you need to go back and cross verify all your tallies. So this means 40 means that you validated that the count in the per family, the total number of family is 40, and your count, that frequency total should be 40. It should come to 40, otherwise it will be having some problem in your preparation of a frequency table, that is tally table. You have to cross verify all the tally marks once again, right? So finally you see, in the last column of frequency, which is the maximum number? 10 is the maximum number. So how to bring the meaningful result out of this raw data? We prepared a frequency distribution table. 10 is the maximum families having two children. So that's what I wrote in the conclusion. We can extract meaningful results from the above data represented in the form of discrete frequency table. That is, there were 10 families having two children per family. So 10 families are having two childrens per family. So there were 10 families, they are having two childrens per family. Got it, everyone? From the raw data we prepared a discrete frequency distribution table and we brought a meaningful result out of it. So further we can apply statistical methods to it, like we can apply measures of central tendency, mean, median, mode, harmonic mean, whatever we want we can apply to this data. Further, this data can be uh, used for analytical purpose. Okay, got everyone? When it is in the tabular form. Okay, that raw data you can see, neither it can be further analyzed, we cannot bring it out any result, neither we can plot any graph to it, right everyone? Got everyone? So we will going to see one more example based on this. Till then, take care, study well. Fine everyone, we'll going to meet in the next session. Thank you, bye bye, take care.